TJ, flash.
Flash us.
Flash us. He didn't even take off his shirt.
Good. We can't afford the flash rating.
You just call out for it.
Welcome to my OnlyFans.
Throw me some beads.
I'm wiring you $5 right now.
Oh, well, $5? That'll get you the whole foot.
Ooh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And we are live. By joining this meeting, TJ, you have agreed to have your voice recorded.
You've waived all your rights.
Yes. And I also don't need to pay you any royalties from the 2 people that watch it.
Don't feel bad. He got us too.
Hey, this shows up on my recommended playlist. No.
That's bad.
I want 10% of all merchandise.
Nope. We've already waived all your rights just by being here. Signing in to Google, you waived all your rights. There was a checkbox. You didn't see the checkbox?
Now he's going to go to Google and have them get in on this because it's their rights that we... They're like, no, he's ours.
So welcome, everybody. So last you left your characters, you were... last they left their characters, they were heading from Elturel, which they just saw get pulled into the ground, and heading towards Baldur's Gate with a small sea of refugees, people that lived in the city but happen to be out traveling, people that live around the city and rely on it for trade. They're all heading to Baldur's Gate, and their characters spent the last 2 weeks just rolling along with the refugees. There were probably a few small scuffles that they helped to disband, and but we are now arriving at Baldur's Gate. Go ahead.
We're now down one party member. Events have unfolded recently.
He ran to get ale and never came back.
Man, yeah.
I'm right here.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Oh. Gonna say, I still see a bunny that can play his character.
She's ready.
We don't let her play. She knows the rules too well, and it really breaks the game.
Yeah.
In a correct way.
She really kicks our butts.
Connection lost.
Lost or dropped?
All right, so this is where we'll start. You arrive outside Baldur's Gate in the middle of an exodus of refugees from Elturel. Those lucky souls who happened to be out traveling when the cataclysm happened, as well as those who lived outside of Elturel but depend on the city for trade, are now traveling to Baldur's Gate looking for refuge. Your group is near the front of this exodus. Rhea finds you in the crowd and asks how your travels went.
Not great. We lost him.
Pretty traumatic.
Hello, I hope your travels went well. Ours sure did. We're here.
We are sad.
We're alive.
As they actually have gone as well as I could have expected. Considering
Definitely didn't expect the city.
Yeah.
what
We
has
have a
happened.
prisoner.
Oh yeah.
And I see you found that girl's donkey on your travels.
Who's got Lonky?
No. Poor Lonky.
Someone's got Lonky.
Did anyone end up taking Monkey?
I'd assume we did. He probably likes people. He probably followed the herd.
Nobody else takes him, but I'll tie him to the back of the cart. He can't pull the cart because he's sad.
He's a poor one-eyed donkey.
He is, but I'll take him with
Poor
us.
guy.
We can't just like, yeah. He's tied to the back of the cart. Poor
Oh yes,
little
we
donkey.
found her donkey.
Do you know where her mother lives? We're talking, yeah. Do you know where her mother lives?
I think her mother lived in the city that disappeared.
Oh no.
That's
Well, I guess she wouldn't
that's
have
a
known
guess,
even
but I
known
would say
Grace.
it's a pretty good guess.
I
Oh.
assume we have not met
Poor
Grace
donkey.
in
Alright.
the caravan.
No, no, you have not. You have not found Grace, and you don't know what her mother looks like. So she may be among the refugees. She may not.
We will hold Donkey until we find Grace again.
Back meal.
She says.
No, it's too sad. As long
she-
as I've got a horse pulling the cart, we don't need a donkey to pull.
She looks. Rhea looks very forlorn. Seeing just a couple weeks ago her home where she charged her life to protect just destroyed.
That was her home.
Yeah.
Well, it really more sank into the ground. We don't know if it's totally destroyed. You know, maybe it teleported to another dimension or something.
Perhaps the buildings in the center of town have sustained less damage.
Also, real quick metagame, I gotta know, if we didn't have them move, would that have affected anything? The wedding party?
If you hadn't had the wedding party move,
I was just so
there
curious
would've
when I heard
been-
that part.
there would have been a lot more survivors.
Okay. All right, that's all I need to know. I was just wondering how much
But part
that guy insisting on.
Part of the wedding would-
and I backed you too. That's what I was like, yeah, we should do what he said.
In all fairness, in under any other circumstance, it was the correct.
It probably
move.
would have been worse the other way. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Anyways,
this has never happened before.
that was a
You
conversation
can't
we
exactly
had
expect the whole city to like
on the
just
way
go,
here.
There's no precedence for
Nope.
this.
My friends, we can keep mourning, but we must proceed to justice in action.
Rhea agrees with Jack Jackleton, and says, "Yes, we are not far off from the gate, and we should definitely go and see a contact of mine here in the city." And so,
Do we get to keep our mounts that they gave us?
yeah, you
Stables?
still have them
Or
for now.
is,
Yep.
is that the stables that got
Well, the
destroyed?
previous people are gone, so I don't think they're going to ask
so
about
these
their horses.
don't have a place to go back to. Awesome. We have a cart and a horse.
So you travel down the main road into Baldur's Gate from the east. This road curves around the base of Dusthawk Hill, a large hill just outside of the city. You see very impoverished families living in hobbled together shacks. One of the farmers from the surrounding area has taken pity on these souls and is handing out food to the families. In the distance, you can see the large stone walls that make up the border of the inner city. As you pull closer to the city, Rhea signals and pulls off to the stables just outside the gate. She tells you that there are no hooved animals allowed in the city, so we will have to go on foot from here. She pitches the stable hand a gold and a silver piece, and tells her to have them ready and cleaned up in case you need to make an expeditious departure.
That's foreboding.
At that moment, you turn around to follow Rhea up toward the gate, and all of a sudden, this out of thin air, this man appears, and you've never seen a man
Such a man.
You've never seen a man like this.
Manly.
And that's where TJ introduces his character.
Oh, okay. So, just kind of pop in. What do I see here?
You see a world unlike anything you've seen before. It kind of reminds you of the medieval stories and movies you might have seen in your lifetime. You
Is
see
he approaching us?
he,
as we're
he
going?
just popped up right in front of you guys, and Rhea pretty much ran into him.
Like he's walking forward to like the same direction we're walking. So
Yeah.
he just kind of like popped like.
I think he just popped into the universe.
Just kind of.
And so Rhea Mantlemorn, a 17-year-old female human, I think. We'll call her human.
I think I
She
think
was.
I asked you.
Okay.
I said human.
When you pop into existence here, she runs into you and you both fall over, with her falling on top of you and kind of rolling off. And she says, "Hey, where did you come from?"
Where did you come from? What in the hell? Now look around, look up at everybody.
Pretty sure we
Rub
asked
his
you
shoulder
first.
blades over the ground.
I offer my captain my hand and help pick her up off of the ground.
I stagger up to my feet. Who are you all here?
Well, I'm Jack Jackson. I'm a well-known hero around these parts.
Let's introduce your characters to him. That's a good idea.
What am I doing here?
That is a good question.
Yes.
That's Jack Jackleton.
Jack Jackleton's name.
If you didn't catch that.
So yes, in front of you, you see Jack Jackleton, the human fighter, in what kind of armor?
It's just chainmail stuff.
Chainmail.
Haha.
Haha. You also see Ethrion, who is a half-elf, carrying a katana.
Yes, I am wielding a katana at my hip.
You
Very
also
magical
see she, human,
She,
male human monk,
female.
female.
She is a she.
Okay, all right. Female human monk, and you also see Gorzak, a very tall orc, half orc bard. And Rhea asks, "Where were you before right now? Because you just appeared here."
I thought I was sitting outside underneath my favorite tree, but I must have sleptwalked into the Renn Faire or something.
Renn Faire.
That's a good job. Good job, guys.
So this is a human. What does he look like? What are we?
What
What are we seeing on this human?
Yeah, what does your character look like?
Okay, so this is a tall, lanky. I would describe him Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. If you warriors have seen that.
All right.
I love
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
well,
Never heard of this land of Scooby-Doo.
Little slouched over.
Is that north?
Has a short beard. Raggedy, but more modern clothes. I actually look down and I see a little pack, a dagger, and a crossbow. Where did these come from?
They all seemed to clatter
And
to the
I
ground.
found, were you guys screwing with me? Did you guys see me underneath the tree and put stuff on me?
What kind of clothing is he wearing? Are we?
He's wearing clothing like you've never seen before. It's you see something that someone might describe as a t-shirt and cargo shorts.
I like this style.
I'm gonna say he's got cargo shorts. It's gonna be awesome.
You need a job. Sometimes we need help
Light oversized
moving the.
t-shirt. You know, little baggier shorts.
Look like you'd be real good at carrying my instruments for me.
Did you guys design these costumes yourself?
No, I paid good money for this costume. Your accent is weird.
This is the garb of my temple.
Yeah, it must be pretty cheap. You can't get quality like that at a game store.
Peace of mind. Like my fist, like.
What is your name, good sir?
Oh, my name's Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Rhea asks you, Tyrone, and which city do you hail from?
I'm from Hendersonville, Tennessee. we must have traveled a little bit, huh? Where we at here? Is this next to the highway?
Is this on the other continent?
There is a highway leading out of town. Many carriages are drawn from it.
What are these?
Okay, yeah. Must have just sleptwalked and made it somewhere way out on the outskirts.
What kind of magical device are these glass orbs you wear on your face? They're quite silly.
My glasses?
Glasses? There's only one.
My orc friend, have you not seen glasses before? They exist.
Do they?
Like, I want to imagine like 5 people walking by with glasses on.
I don't get it. I got really bad. I can't see very clearly. I don't know what I can do. If only there was something that could help with that.
It's a sick orc paint you got on there, bud.
Ah, what was that?
Sick orc paint.
Oh, orc paint. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they're tribal. Also got the name of my band on my back. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, cool. You'll have to play at the local bar one.
Oh,
of these
trust
days.
me, you'll hear about it.
They are quite good.
That's how we pay. That's how we pay for our lodging.
So which way to get back to Hendersonville? Is that
I think you're a long, long ways away from Hendersonville, buddy.
There is a directory in the center of town. You might find the correct road.
And we can get a few pints, eh?
Yeah.
This guy looks like he drinks.
I like
I think that's something we all know well, right? They have grog in your lands, right?
Oh, absolutely. We just, we call it beer, but you kids and all your
Ah.
accents.
Have you ever had spittoon swill? Now that's a drink. That'll
It'll knock you out.
light your ass on
God.
fire. We'll see if we can find some of that in town. Spittoon
Is that your
swill.
Renaissance their specialty here?
Yeah. Others have called it trash juice or
There is also palatable beer in this town that does not suck.
yeah, those dwarves have they're real picky with their beers in town.
Well, you know what? I'm not doing anything today. I'll hang out with you guys.
It's the IDA, or no, the DPA, Dwarven Pale Ale. I hate that DPA. Dwarven
Penetrative anal.
Dwarven Pale Ale.
Dwarven Pale Ale.
Yeah, not penetrative anal. You sick man.
Has nothing to do with beer.
This man has no morals.
We go to different bars.
Yeah,
Obviously.
You mean it's not double penetrative anal?
Yes, as while we are on the topic of beer.
Oh.
it feels like drinking it sometimes.
So yes, you guys have run into Tyrone. You don't know his last name yet.
Tyrone of Hendersonville. You should Tyrone of Hendersonville.
He might correct you and say Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Tyrone of Huntsville. Huntsville? Tyrone of Huntsville.
Who is this Henderson? Is he a great
Yeah.
man?
Is he your father?
I've never actually looked into it.
I don't talk to my
I'm
dad
sure
either.
You don't even know the lore of your land?
He is from a country called Tennessee. Have you not heard?
I've never heard of it.
I think it's 10 of the C's
yeah.
It's 10 of the
I may have
seas.
heard of 10 of the Seas.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that's
So
what
Must
it
have
means.
spent a life on
Do they have, like,
Yes,
a
many,
on the seas.
many seas.
act going on here?
I'm sorry, what?
Jousting, you know, a couple guys on horses with spears, Black Knight. Save the maiden.
Oh, there's no revelry here today. This
Yeah,
is
it's actually
catastrophic.
quite a sad day. Yes.
It is a somber event.
Yeah.
you're surrounded by refugees from a fallen city.
I got a cool ring.
He shows
Yes,
you a
he has the
ring with
ring.
a 5-headed dragon on it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty metal.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You get that at, like, flea market or something?
What?
Flea market.
Yeah, no, I have a slain cultist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh.
What is this? You got on this. Oh,
Be careful around these parts. That's an insult to assume they just bought
yes.
a ring at it.
We pillage most of our items. Us half-orcs.
Tyrone thinks that the COVID quarantine has really done a number on you guys' brains. They actually believe all this shit.
We've been apart for too long. I get it, man. We start sinking into our characters a little too much.
Yeah, I gotta be like, because you gotta think I have some. You guys are all pretty much humanoid-ish for the most part. I'm the more. I mean, he's got pointy ears, but
Yeah, and
so I probably.
Oh yeah, girls.
What special effects artist you got working on it?
Yeah, he's got teeth and shit.
Oh, teeth. And...
Guys, his accent is weird.
Hollywood quality there.
Yeah, I know I look good. It's okay. You don't have to.
The Hollywoods.
You don't have to embellish in it. You need an autograph? Like, I got some back here I can autograph for you. Not very often you'll run into Gorzak the Bard.
He is quite good.
And Rhea will tell you, Tyrone of the Ten of Seas, we are on an important mission, and if you'd like to join us, we can try and find you a way back to this Hendersonville that you spoke of, because I do not know where that may be.
We'll find it. I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit. I'll tag along. Not in a rush.
Just shocked is all.
Does anybody have some clothes we could maybe fit him in that might be blend him in a little more? I feel like he's really gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
We all stick out as a sore thumb as a group, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
I have a spare uniform of my temp. Just be like in like the swathy monk
It's,
clothes.
like a fur, like a leather.
I have no like
jerkin
armor or
something.
anything like that.
I can't remember. Did your character come with armor?
Nope, nothing like that.
Okay.
It didn't just fall on you when you get popped out.
Nope.
All right. So, you guys did find last time, and you put it on your cart. I think it was 2 studded leathers.
All right. Yeah, in the cart. Back in the cart.
So you could don one of those studded leathers, I'm sure.
It is also what I am wearing and is quite effective against attacks from oncoming monsters or melee weaponry.
No, it's like a do. We might need to give this guy some just in case.
It should not
You got a
smell too
dagger?
much like the man that we killed. In it.
Battles at the end. Yeah. I'll blend in here with you guys.
It will work well.
You should take the crossbow that fell with you, too. That's probably a good
And a
idea.
dagger? Was there a dagger down there too?
Yeah,
Okay.
you should take that stuff
All
with
right, I
you.
just want to make sure he looks malnourished.
Yeah,
You don't want him to just.
If I am not mistaken, the studded armor will give you 12 plus your dexterity modifier for your AC bonus.
Yeah, obviously.
I want to create a character voice by Duncan.
It's inspirational.
So this is leather armor here.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Anyone else notice how clean his teeth are and how like he has most of his teeth or all of his teeth? Like,
I miss having all of my teeth.
yeah, this is kind of weird. What is this guy? How is your mouth so clean,
smell
good
awful.
sir? Is the 10 of the Seas good at this?
I mean, we all get the Tennessee build here.
Look at him. Look at his teeth. They're yellow.
Ah.
again.
You got the smoke with stink lines coming out of them when a bug comes up. I grab it and
I like to think that she has good oral hygiene. Like
Fair,
brushes her
like, yeah.
teeth. Yeah. Like,
She's
a little
clean,
You're as good as the temple lady with your oral hygiene.
We'll be at camp with nothing really even going on, and I'm like sweeping the dirt away from my tent.
I'm just not used to seeing men with, all the teeth. Not of this age.
Well, thanks, champ.
You're just so weird. I can't get over it.
I love it. I love you guys. So if there aren't any more introductions, TJ, do you have a good idea of their characters right now?
But yeah, we'll introduce ourselves and work through it. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm Jack Jackleton. I'm the greatest hero. Don't you forget it. I'll
Never
be there to
misses
save
an
you.
opportunity.
This guy must be one of the jousting guys, right?
I don't joust. I'm not great at it.
nonetheless, he is quite extraordinary.
so we keep telling them.
But I can ride a horse standing up. That's pretty easy.
He did a pretty cool horse trick.
He did.
I do remember that.
He did.
I kind of want to out